What up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Best in the World 1989 on YouTube. I am the one and only Jones Street TV. Please go over and subscribe to me at Jones Street TV on YouTube.com. Help me out. Trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Help me out, please. Subscribe to me. If you subscribe to this channel, go over and subscribe to my channel too. But yeah, as y'all know, I am the voice of this channel, War Machine. Best in the World. He uploads WWE gameplay and Titantrons. He's working on he just dropped a Billy Kay and Peyton Royce Titantron, so go check that out. But anyway, like I said, subscribe to me. All my links will be in the description, so go do that for me, please. I cover like entertainment news, sports, music, everything, so go over there and subscribe to me, please. Help me out. 2,000 subscribers. But yo, everybody, I just saw a video talking about let me get a girl her credit for this video. I don't want to discredit her. Her channel is Angelic Barbie on YouTube. She made a video saying things we need to have in WWE 2K18 expectations. But here's the thing. This is how I feel about WWE 2K. I mean, okay, I have been without. Okay, this is my opinion. This is just me, and a lot of y'all may disagree with me. But what I'm about to say, y'all may say, "Oh, you don't have an opinion. You shouldn't be able to have an opinion on something that you can't, whatever." But whatever, So basically, right now, I'm without a system. I don't have a PS4, Xbox One. But I follow a lot of gaming channels on YouTube enough to know what's going on with WWE 2K17. And I remember when 2K, was it 15? Yeah, 15 was the first year they had my career. You know what I'm saying? And everything I said about it was, after 14 dropped, I'm like, all right, cool. I had kind of expected my career. I said, okay, 2K has, so they're going to throw my career in it. They're known for my career. And I said, they're known for my career, so whatever. And I said, all right, it's going to take time because the first year when 2K did it, my career, NBA wasn't that great. It was what it was, And everything I said about it happened, And I feel like with the WWE 2K18 going in, because it's about that time, it's going to be around that time soon, because 2K dropped like October, like November, November, around that time. So saying that is basically saying I just want to see, because by then I'll probably have a system by then. Hopefully I'm aiming for that, but same token, I'm sitting back thinking like, what could we have in a WWE game that we haven't seen before? It ain't even about what we haven't seen before. I feel like a lot of things that people say, especially me and War Machine, we argue about this all the time. People say they want GM mode back. People say they want story mode back. Season mode, story mode, whatever you want to call it. I just feel like this. And people say you really don't need those. You really don't need GM and season mode because you have universe mode. So let's go. Let me get focused. Okay, let's start with the universe mode. They should just take universe mode and just change it into a season mode, where keep the same aspect of the universe mode, or just turn universe mode into season mode, because with everything you got to think about, they say, okay, with that, you got to take something out and put something in. But with that being said, people like, back in the day, they could do it. You got to think about this. Back in the 90s, they had season mode. And season mode was long. especially if you play SmackDown 1 and 2, those season modes are dang near never ending. You know, I don't know what. I heard it stopped at like 20 something, 2020 something, but at the same time, it's a long. Granted, it's repetitive. It gets real repetitive, but that's the fun part of it. If you add the aspect of you could create stories and different things with the season mode. But with that being said, because I know they can do it. If they could put a patch on a game and make DLC, they can make a season mode with patches, with DLC, not DLC, like you can update it and make it just like the 2K when you play online, NBA 2K. If a certain superstar, like if LeBron James injured, you can't use him online because he's injured. You know, have like, okay, universe mode. You're connected to the Wi-Fi and the server, 2K server. If Seth Rollins is injured during your season mode, you can't use him till he comes back. He's on the shelf. You can't use him. You know, I mean, unless it's a creative way. It's really creative. You can't even use him. He's on the shelf. You can't play with him. So you got to use somebody else. You know, then he comes back. You know what I mean? And it's cool that way because it makes it more realistic. And yet, a lot of y'all may be thinking that's a lot to add to a game, but it's possible. You know, that's the great part about NBA 2K. Because if I want to use the Clippers to play War Machine, I can't. Blake Griffin's not there. You know what I'm saying? He's not on the team. Or if I want to play with the Cavaliers and LeBron is injured, I can't use him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a very, very cool aspect. You know, that's a very cool thing to have in a video game. You know, and I feel like if you could just download, you could buy stories and add them to your, and it just constantly updates. It's like it updates itself, so the game will never be dry. So it's never really like, man, this game is boring, man, this game sucks. You know, because really, it's like with every game, it gets to the point where I've done everything, I've unlocked everything. Now I can only play online. And then you really can't play online because people cheat and people spam, so it's really not fun playing online. So what could you do to make a game even better? You know what I'm saying? You should be able, you could, 2K, like, okay, when they get to the point, like, all right, you could download a few add-ons, some season modes, some add-ons to a game, to the season. Like, okay, and not even showcase. Take all that showcase mode. It's not even showcase. It's not even that. You could add stories to the season to make your season longer. You know what I mean? And with that being, and I know probably a lot of y'all not understand what I'm saying. Like, just something to make the season mode longer. You know what I mean? Or they can take actual storylines from WWE TV and put it in a game, and you could, you know, act out that story, and with every action is a reaction. How would you, you know, react to certain situations in the WWE and all that, blah, blah, blah. And but I'm gonna move forward before I lose myself. But let's talk about backstage and the backstage thing. Now, I like what they have now, but it's not as freeing visually to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak too much on it because I have not played it completely. But at the same time, I've watched Big Red NY. I watched Tubby Emu. I watched Tony Pizza Guy. I watched I watch gaming channels that play WWE 2K. I watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. I watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. It's just like seeing what they have is interesting, but like, you could do more with this. Like I said before, if you could make it where you could do damn near, you could go anywhere in the arena, anywhere backstage, outside the arena. I remember in 2K, no, it was WWE, I think it was SmackDown versus, no, not SmackDown. It was SmackDown, either Shut Your Mouth or I think it was Shut Your Mouth. When December hit, when it snowed in New York, you could go outside, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, you could throw snowballs. In the match, you go outside, you could like actually pick up snow and throw snowballs at like Jeff Hardy and stuff, like real rap. Like I remember that. But just you go get on the train, go to WWF New York, and you could climb on top of buildings and do all kinds of crazy things. Like, it's like just stuff like that. It sounds a little far-fetched and a little like, dude, you're reaching a little far. But like little stuff like that, and add an OMG moment to like some stuff like that. Just if you really think about it, that'd be pretty dope. Just be real, that'd be pretty cool. Just visually thinking about that'd be kind of cool. But it's just like it's crazy. I just feel like you should be allowed to go more than just to Triple H's office, to the trainer's office. Like SmackDown versus Raw 2011, I think it was. How the hell you could just free roam. That aspect of just free roaming, how it was in Shut Your Mouth, is just like, yo, WWE games, what are y'all doing? Y'all got something here. Like, take something old and bring it back. Even if we gotta sacrifice losing something big to add something like that, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the real reason I play WWE games is for the season mode into my career. The same way I play NBA 2K. When I get bored with my career, I'll play season. You know, when I get bored with season, I play my career. You know, it's just little things like that. Cause I don't really like universe. I really don't like it that much. It's not that. It's fun that it gives you the aspect of GM mode. It gives that GM mode feel, but it's not GM mode. It's not really GM mode. It's not really a season mode. It's kind of a season mode, and it's kind of a GM mode, but you really don't get to pick a superstar to play with. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. And I feel like if it's a lot we can do with this. It's a lot. Leave your thoughts in the comments on what you want to see in WWE 2K18. But like, let me get to my career mode. And Angelic Barbie said it best. Yeah, I mean, for the women, like in my career mode, you should be able to make a diva. I mean, a woman's wrestler. You should be able to make a female superstar, my bad. You know, WWE superstar. I mean, woman's wrestler, whatever you want to call it. You should be able to make one. I mean, you should be able to do that. You know what I mean? You should be able to do that. You know, just like with the male wrestlers. You know, you should be, you know, I think it'd be a different look. You know, it'd be a different feel. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a different look at on things. Like, okay, you know, it'll be a different kind of. What makes it so cool too? It gives you an opportunity, and it'll be even more. It'll be harder too, because the women only have one title to fight for. So it makes it harder for you to climb up that rank. You know what I mean? And with that, I feel like you should be able to, male or female, be able to literally bypass NXT. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you gotta score a certain level in your tryout, it gives you the option of either you can go to NXT or go right to the main roster. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Something like that. Because like AJ Styles didn't go to NXT. You know, so he came right on up. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Gallows and Anderson, they didn't go to NXT. They came straight up. Like little things like that. Like, okay, they didn't go through NXT. You shouldn't have to go. You should be able to go straight up. But it should be able. You should be able to have to do something to make it to the main roster. Maybe like they did in NBA 2K, like the prelude. You know, that prelude, and they show you have you working indies or something. You know what I mean? Or your prelude could be the NXT pack. You download the NXT prelude, and then you get to the main roster. Cut out that bit. But still, if you don't download the prelude, you can still probably be able, you should still, like, okay, you gotta, now, you ain't got no prelude, you gotta go through the whole process. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the NXT. Or something like that. I know, like I said, I know it sounds weird and you may not agree, but I just think that with WWE 2K17, it has to be something different. Because like I said, the reason I ever played a WWE game was for the season mode. Whether it was through every game, every year. From SmackDown to SmackDown versus Raw 2011. Then WWE 12. No, 12 was with Randy Orton on the cover. Was it 13? Whatever one Randy Orton was on the cover, that was the last WWE game I had. But I don't like the feel of just being able to, because if you go back and if to the people that ever played SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, or any WWE game from either Shut Your Mouth, Know Your Role, Just Bring It, Here Comes the Pain, it's just you go to Stephanie McMahon's office, you ask for a title shot, you pick the title you want to go for, they give you a number one contender match, or they make you fight until you get your number one contender match, then you fight at the pay-per-view for the title. That was fun, because it gave you something to work for. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But with WWE 2K18, you got to put yourself in a rivalry with somebody. And it gets to the point where I get bored watching gameplay. Like, dude, are you ever going to get out the number 5 ranking spot? Like, dang, Big Red and Wild. Like, dude, you been ranked number 5 for like 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. It's like, it gets boring at times. Like I said, it's like, but then again, it just should be more to that season mode. Like, it should just be, that, hell, even with NBA 2K, you got a story mode with the Orange Juice gang. Your character and Justice, 2 college kids, got to make it to the NBA. Y'all on the same team and all that. There's a story there. You know what I'm saying? Even in the beginning, you're in college, it got all this, you know what I mean? You know, or another thing with the career mode, you could either be fresh from the indies or you're at the performance center. Do you want to be an indie guy coming to the WWE? An indie guy that comes from the indies to NXT, or you could be a homegrown WWE talent. You know? And with that, it's like your attributes are kind of different. Like if you're a WWE guy, you probably be a level 60 something, or your stats will be a certain level, or if you're in the indies, your stats are a little different. Then you got a juicy guy up, like boost their stats up. Some gonna be a little off. Like something that any guy's gonna have that the homegrown talent ain't gonna have. And something the WWE guy has, but the indie guy doesn't have. It's something to think about. It's something to really think about, like, what can they do? And I don't want to hear nobody say in the comments that, oh, you're asking for too much, they can't do that. Listen, excuse my language, but fuck that. Fuck it. You can do anything with these damn games. These servers are crazy. If they could do it back in the 90s, early 2000s, with the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2, you could do it with the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. They're supposed to be you mean to tell me these systems are way more advanced? You mean to tell me the what we had in the 90s, in the 2000s are more advanced than what they have now? The way technology is, you mean you can't tell me you can't build a crazy server for this? If you tell me they can't, you're a damn lie. You should headbutt a rusty nail. You know what I'm saying? Repeatedly. You know what I'm saying? Consecutively. You know what I'm saying? It's back to back to back. Just headbutt that motherfucker. But WWE, like I said, but it's like, or like you could, like I said, you could, and this will make, and I'm gonna end it with this: career mode. Do career mode. Make it like 2K, WWE, NBA 2K. Give us a storyline, like a real legit story that you got to go through, with trials, tribulations, friends, all that stuff you got to go through. You got to do you want to turn your back on your best friend? Do you want to turn your back on your mentor? Something like, okay, do you want to stay a clean-cut babyface? You want to be a heel? And with that, there should be like two kinds of heels. I'm talking about the cowardly heel or that vicious, savage, ruthless heel like Triple H and Randy Orton that like turn on your best friend and beat the crap out of him like for a title shot or something. Like there should be levels to the heel game. Like you could be the baby face, like a Dolph Ziggler baby face that I'm the best, I know I am. Or you can be that John Cena cocky, fans boo you kind of baby face. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you kind of baby face. You know what I mean? That right there is like totally just what I look for. It's just like you could just stuff like that. It may not even to some people that may not mean a lot, but it means a lot to me. It's not much, but like okay, it's something different. Like I said, to me, they shouldn't. Like I said, when I say you could be an indie guy coming to the WWE, or a homegrown guy coming to the WWE, a top WWE prospect. Like okay, this is our guy. He's gonna be the man. Blah blah blah. Or you're the indie guy. You coming with a chip on your shoulder. Like yeah, I'm better than these guys. I'm from the indies. Like I have to scratch and claw where you guys don't know what it is. They have to grind it out on the indies and blah blah blah. You know what I mean? You're the best. Stuff like that. And then you should be able to create stables in your career mode. Like, it's like in that, like, I want to create a stable. You can create a stable. And you can have t-shirts for your stable and everything. Like, and that goes with the merchandise too. Then it shows if your t-shirt sales, even if you're, you know what I'm saying? There's little things like that make a game even better. Like, then it goes to the point where I'm tired of being in a faction. I want to leave. I want to split this team up. You split up with the team. Then like somewhere down the line, you can bring you and your squad can get back together. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and the one thing I like about Okay, like I said this before, but I'm gonna end it like this. I like how you can have your friends in the game, like people on your buddy list that have the game. They can interfere in your game. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I really do. But at the same time, like, I need more than that. I need more. It's like, it's cool, it's great, but at the same time, I know they can do more with this. And with that being said, in the comments below, let me know what you want in WWE 2K18. What do you want the most out of the game? What do you want to see in the game? I'm your host, T. Jones, Jones Street TV, live on Best in the World 1989. Subscribe to me, please. Subscribe. I'll subscribe back too. You subscribe to me, I'll subscribe right back. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm out.